Welcome back to the course on electronics made easy. Now, in the last lecture, we have seen the Arduino based circuits. We have started. You have learned what is the Arduino. You have learned how to do the Arduino programming. And in the last demo, we have seen how to blink the LEDs with the help of Arduino. How to interface the Arduino with the LEDs. Okay, that we have seen, and I think all of you are understood how to do the interfacing. Now we will move ahead, and now we will see how to do the interfacing of a DC motor with the Arduino board. Okay, now for that purpose, all of you have to see the component which you need. Now for that purpose, you need the DC motor. Okay, this is a very low power, low speed DC motor used only for the demonstration purpose, but you can interface any type of motor by changing the driver. Then as usual, we need the board. Actually components I have already installed because to reduce the time of our video. Okay, components are there. You can see that this is the diode. In the diode, the black side is your anode, and the strip, white strip, you can see this is your cathode. Then one more component is the this is the transistor. Now I am using the power transistor SL100. Okay, and this is used for the as a driver in this demo project. Okay, one more component is used, that is the resistor is used for the current limiting purpose. Now Arduino board, as we need for interfacing purpose, and for downloading the program we need the cable. Okay, USB cable. This cable we have to interface with the the laptop. Okay, so that we can download the program which we need. Okay, now here how to proceed for that. First of all, you have to open your Arduino IDE, that is the integrated development environment, and you can see the program. You can see the program. You can see here the program. Now here you can see that. Now here you can see that first of all we have to initialize the pin. Pin number 3 we are using, Arduino pin number 3 we are using for driving the motor. Then below just we are writing another code, that is the digital write motor pin high. Means whenever the pin number 3 is high, your motor will start, and whenever it will become low, motor will be off. Now here only starting purpose we have written the code. Actually we will go for the controlling the motor in the second video, but in this video we will see only how to start the DC motor. Okay, now coming back to this Arduino board. Now see that this is the simple programming, and then we will come back to the interfacing, how to do the interfacing. Let me clear that DC motor we cannot directly connect with the Arduino board. Reason is that if we directly connect it draws the more current, and because of that your Arduino board maybe get damaged. For that purpose now we need to use the driver means for driving purpose we need some mechanism, and nowadays in the market ready-made driver ICs are available. But now here, as the motor is the low power motor, we are using only the SL100 transistor. This is the power transistor. SL100 is the power transistor having the 3 terminal, and we are using it for providing the current amplified output to this DC motor for driving purpose. Then how to connect it? Now this is the breadboard, and we have to connect the required component over this breadboard. How to use the breadboard, that we have seen in the last lecture. Now here this transistor is having the 3 terminal. How to identify the terminal? For that purpose you have to first of all check for the notch. A notch is there. The terminal which is nearest to this notch is known as the emitter. Then anti-clockwise next to this notch terminal, that is emitter terminal, is the base terminal, and next to that is the collector terminal. Now first of all connect the pin number 3 of your Arduino board to the base of this base of this transistor SL100 via resistance, the current limiting resistance. Now here I am using the 300 ohm resistance for current limiting purpose, but around 300 is enough. Don't go for the higher values, otherwise the speed will decrease. Okay. Then ground terminal of your SL100 is connected to the ground of Arduino, ground pin of the Arduino, and then you need to provide the external 5 volt supply to the motor. Okay, now for now how to connect the motor I will show you. This diode is used for the safety purpose, so that the back EMF should not damage your Arduino board. Now here I have connected. Now here I have to connect the collector terminal. One terminal of the motor is connected to the collector of SL100. Then another terminal is connected to the cathode of the diode. Okay, and same is connected. The cathode terminal, motor second terminal is connected to the 5 volt of the Arduino board. Now the connections are over. Now just plug in for downloading. For the downloading purpose, you need to. For downloading purpose, you need to first of all go to the tools, then check for the board. Here by default Arduino board is there, therefore no need to make the changes. Then check for the port. Here COM port 4 is also available, therefore no need to change. Then again go for to the upload. Okay, use this button upload, and below you will see that after clicking on the upload button below you will see that uploading is done. Once the uploading is done, then your circuit start working. Here you can see that here your motor is rotating. Okay, means with the help of these simple steps your motor start rotating through the Arduino programming. This is very simple. Even in the next lecture we are going to see how to control the speed of DC motor using the Arduino. For that purpose we have to make certain changes in the in our programming, but this is very simple and interesting. Definitely I think that all of you will become happy when you will see the rotating motor. Okay, now this is the encouragement for all of you, and use the similar kind of techniques, tricks for the large project also, because the motor is the base for many automation. Even in robotics also we need to use the different type of motors in your printer, in your computers. Motors are there. Using the motor for the different automation is one of the challenging tasks for the designer, and that can be done. Now I am sure that you can do it effectively, efficiently. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.